Hello everyone, Myth here and welcome back to another video of Rise of Civilization. So as I mentioned in my yesterday's video, today I'm going to bring you guys a cavalry guide on different commander setups. Okay, so we go into commander, and in this game there are a total number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Saladin 7 cavalry commanders. Okay, so Saladin hasn't come out yet because they're going to release him as a Mightiest Governor event reward. So right now we have 6 commanders that you can use to combo them up as your cavalry setup. What I am using is Belisarius 6-star as leader and Minamoto as secondary commander. The reason, as I said, because in early game, I think mobility cavalry is stronger, or it offers a lot more utility than the damage-based cavalry. So the reason is because you either early game some people rush T4 troops, so if you're one of those T4 troop guy, you use mobility, you can easily chase different target down, and it will get you more kills and will win you the battle more easily. And if you're one of those low spender or free to play that you're running T2 or T3, mobility makes your troop move faster, so it gives you the choice of who do you want to engage on and who do you want to run away from. So it will save you troops when you're fighting stronger opponents, so they can't touch you, and you can pick on a target that you're able to defeat. So I think early game mobility is really important on cavalry. Late game, when people enter zone 3, by that time all the free to play players will have T4. Okay, so everyone will be having T4. Then that means you want to top damage. So by that time comes, you want to transform from mobility cavalry to damage cavalry. Okay, so that's the transformation, like a time frame from early game to zone 3. That's what you need to keep in mind. So with us, it's a new server. It's just more than a week old. The Altus hasn't unlocked yet, so I think mobility, of course, is the way to go. And you see, I unlocked Belisarius as 6-star first, is because it's very important to have an epic as your main, because firstly, secondary commander, the talent doesn't count in battle. Okay, only the skills count, not the talent. So the main commander as 6-star. So as 6-star, you will get 10 more talent points, and that's very important. That can help you max the end of the talent tree, like usually the strongest skill. So a 6-star epic is a lot more stronger than a 5-star legendary. So you have few choices here. With mobility, you have 3 commanders. You have Belisarius, you have Lancelot, and you have Cao Cao. Okay, Lancelot, before he was a popular option for low spenders because Cao Cao was hard to max. But now with Belisarius, you don't need to run Lancelot anymore because the blue commander is just lacking damage. Okay, so 2 choices for you basically, either Belisarius or Cao Cao. The reason I did not pick Cao Cao is because resource allocation. Belisarius early game, it does his job, even though Cao Cao is stronger, but you have to keep in mind you need to pour a lot more EXP books, statues, legendary statues, and golden stars into Cao Cao to make him maxed. Okay, and that's a lot of resource put into a specific champion when you have someone that's equally can do the job. So the reason I didn't pick Cao Cao is because I want to focus on Richard as my legendary commander. Okay, so that's why I didn't use my legendary statues on Cao Cao and I used them on Richard. So instead of with Cao Cao, I can put Richard into 6-star after I start transforming my cavalry setup into infantry setup. Of course, you can use Cao Cao, but I think it's just very expensive. And with the resource you put into Cao Cao, that means you cannot level, or it will be very, very expensive for you to level and max another legendary commander. Okay, for me, Belisarius is doing his job perfectly in early game. And as I explained in yesterday's video, that his skill 3 and skill 4 are the mark of a bully champion, because with skill 3 plus expertise, he's going to grant you 50% movement speed after leaving battle. Combined with hasty departure, it's going to give you 110% movement speed, so that's very fast for you to chase down your next target. And the skill 4, which increases your damage by 25% when the opponent reduced to 50% strength, will allow you to finish off opponent a lot faster. So Belisarius is an overall very solid champion with a debuff and 450 direct damage factor skill 1. It's not a hard hit, but it adds defense reduction, which allows my Minamoto to hit harder. So with Belisarius, and let's go back to the mobility talent pool again. So what you need to focus first is hasty departure. It's the most strong talent in the game, in my opinion. And then what you want to do is you want to max rallying cry. So you will pick all this up at around level 48 or 49, I think. 48, 49. And then once you 6-star him, you instantly get 10 more points. I'm putting them in this skill so he can last longer in battle and eventually unlock 6% more movement speed here. For mobility cavalry, I think there's no need to pick Undying Fury because that's the only regeneration talent that this tree offers. So even if you pick it, you still won't use your skill before the opponent, and your debuff wouldn't be applied before they nuke. So I don't think Undying Fury is a necessary talent point for mobility heroes. And with this talent here, you can pick it. It makes you stick to your opponents easier. But right now I'm focusing on battle, so that's why I picked this one. So my plan is to finish this one off and put the rest 2 points into this talent tree. Okay, so pretty much straightforward. Another route you can go is you get this talent here, 6% march speed, and this talent here, so it's 15% march speed. But keep in mind, if you go this way, you will have to put 3 points into a talent that's totally useless for you in combat. And if you go this way, it means you cannot get this talent here. Right, so that's pretty much straightforward for mobility. And late game, as I said, you want to transform into a skill talent base. So my plan is after, well, it's already 6-star. He's already 6-star, so I'm going to 6-star either Richard or Charles Martel for my infantry. So I'm gonna pour my first round of around 700 legendary star into either one of them, and then I'm going to 6-star Minamoto for late game. The reason is because late game everyone's running T4, of course, so you want to maximize your damage output instead of your mobility. What you want to do with Minamoto is you want to go a skill talent tree build instead of cavalry. So basically you want to get all of this skill tree unlocked with the last few skills here plus and Burning Blood, and you want to go up to unlock Undying Fury. You don't have to worry about the other route of the cavalry tree, just go this one, this one, this one, this one, and Undying Fury. So it's a rage stacking talent, which will make you use your skill a lot faster. And with the combination with Minamoto and Cao Cao, Minamoto and Cao Cao, or Minamoto and Saladin, what you want, say with Saladin, he's got a healing effect reduction, right? So it's perfect against Richard. But with infantry setup, they have 2 skill talents in rage recovery. So with this rage stacking build of Minamoto, that means your Saladin is what he's going to use his debuff before Richard heals, okay? And it's a 5-second debuff, so that means Richard will surely be countered. And that's very important to make sure you need your Minamoto as leader, because you really need his skill talent tree. So that's pretty much my peace of mind on how I'm going to set up my commander for cavalry. So early game, I'm just going to get I'm just going to get Belisarius to 6-star and slowly increase his level. I jumped Minamoto from level 20 2-star to 4-star, so I can put a point here. I'm probably going to get another VIP package to get some more points in here. And then once my infantry is set up, I'm going to 6-star Minamoto, and by then, maybe the Mightiest Governor Saladin event will come around. And if you want to use Cao Cao, it's totally up to you. It's just a bit more expensive. He is basically, you're gonna do the same thing with Belisarius, exact same talent point, and use him as main commander early game, and you run Minamoto as main commander and him as secondary commander late game, which means you have to 6-star both Minamoto and 6-star Cao Cao plus your other setup in legendary commander. It's very, very expensive, okay? So that's why I recommend skipping Cao Cao now. Before, without Belisarius, you can go with Cao Cao, but now you have the option to go with Belisarius. I just think it's really not worth to pick up Cao Cao. And of course there are 2 more. So there's Bybus and there's Pelagus, right? In my opinion, they are pretty much the same. But Bybus offers 20% attack here. Pelagus is like 10% attack, 10% defense. This is a rich restoration with a primary nuke and a follow-up nuke. And he's got a small heal, and this is useless for open battle. Bybus got an AoE attack, and this changed to 1000 factor when you unlock the expertise skill, and it's got a much speed reduction, which is very good if you're stronger than opponent. And that's city attacking, so don't worry about that. And the last skill is much speed bonus, 50%. So for me, I would probably, they're pretty much the same to me. You can just pick whenever. I prefer Bybus a bit more because he offers a bit more utility with the much speed bonus, okay, and the much speed reduction. Especially if you're stronger than opponent, Bybus is the way to go. So you can, if you don't want to buy Minamoto, you can run early game Belisarius lead with either Pelagus or Bybus, and late game you can run Bybus lead with Pelagius with Pelagius or him. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Pelagus, sorry. All these names, man. That's pretty much it for my cavalry commander different setups. And before I end this video, just want to show you guys once more how do you utilize the hasty departure talent. So say if you're here and the enemy is here, instead of you click him and attack, you would go, say I go here, you will do tile hopping, right? So this, when you exit a structure, it gives you 60% speed bonus. So you go there and you can either reinforce your city or you reinforce your flag, right? You will do this on the way. So when he's on the way here, you will click on the next flag, press reinforce, and as soon as he enters this flag, you would press march. So he, see, exactly, he slowed down there because the 10-second is expired. So he enters the structure and then you march again. It will makes you move a lot faster. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Next video, as you can see our setup here, we have 1 altar, 2 altar, where's the third? 3, and now we're going for the 4th. So 4 altar first clear, and each first clear grants, what's that, 30 minute, 100, so that's 12,000 minutes of speed ups. Very nice. So my next video is probably going to be us first clear the altars. And yeah, thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a subscribe and give the video a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.